If you are over 60 and you've noticed your legs feeling heavy, cold, numb, swollen, or tired, even when you haven't done much, I want you to listen very carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could change the way your legs feel every single day. Many seniors believe that poor leg circulation is just a normal part of aging, something you have to accept and live with. But that belief is not only wrong, it's dangerous. Poor circulation can quietly lead to pain, balance problems, nerve damage, skin changes, and in severe cases, even ulcers or blood clots. But here's the good news, and this is where I really want your attention. You do not need a gym, expensive equipment, or intense workouts to dramatically improve blood flow in your legs. In fact, there are 3 simple chair exercises that, when done correctly, can wake up your circulation, feed your muscles with oxygen, and help your legs feel lighter, warmer, and stronger again. And most importantly, these exercises are safe, gentle, and designed specifically for people over 60. So, before you click away, before you think this video is just another routine you won't stick to, give me a few minutes. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your circulation slows down, what mistakes are secretly making it worse, and how to use these 3 chair exercises to help your legs feel years younger, starting today. Now, let's talk honestly about what poor leg circulation really is, because understanding the problem is the first step to fixing it. Circulation means the movement of blood through your arteries and veins. Your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood down to your legs through arteries, and then that blood has to fight gravity to return back up to your heart through veins. When you're young and active, your muscles act like powerful pumps that squeeze the veins and push blood upward. But as we get older, several things start to happen at once. Muscles weaken if they're not used regularly, veins lose some of their elasticity, valves inside the veins don't close as tightly as they once did, and many people begin sitting for long periods of time. All of this slows the return of blood from the legs. Blood can pool in the lower legs and feet, leading to swelling, stiffness, aching, tingling, or that heavy feeling many seniors describe at the end of the day. Another reason circulation problems are so common after 60 is that many people become afraid of movement. They worry about falling, joint pain, or triggering an old injury, so they move less, sit more, and unknowingly make the circulation problem worse. This creates a vicious cycle. Less movement leads to weaker muscles. Weaker muscles lead to poorer circulation. Poor circulation leads to discomfort and fatigue, which makes people want to move even less. Breaking this cycle does not require intense exercise. It requires smart, targeted movement that gently activates the muscles most responsible for pumping blood back to the heart. Let's also clear up a very common misconception right now. Many people think that walking is the only way to improve leg circulation. Walking is wonderful, but it's not always realistic or safe for everyone. Some people have knee pain, hip arthritis, balance issues, or live in environments where walking outdoors isn't easy. That does not mean you're out of options. Chair exercises are not lesser exercises. When done properly, they can be incredibly effective, especially for circulation, because they allow you to focus on specific muscle contractions without the risk of falling. Before we get into the 3 chair exercises, I want you to talk about what not to do, because this is just as important. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is trying to push through pain. Circulation exercises should never cause sharp pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath. Another mistake is holding the breath during movement. Breath holding increases pressure in the chest and can actually reduce blood return to the heart. We want slow, steady breathing throughout. Another mistake is doing movements too fast. Fast, jerky motions don't allow the muscles to properly squeeze the veins. Slow and controlled is the key. Finally, consistency matters more than intensity. Doing gentle exercises every day is far more effective than doing something hard once a week. Now, let's talk about the first chair exercise, and I want you to imagine yourself sitting tall in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, back supported but not slouched. This first movement targets the calf muscles, which are often called the second heart of the body because they play such a powerful role in pumping blood back up from the legs. When the calf muscles contract, they squeeze deep veins and push blood upward. When they relax, the veins refill with blood. This pumping action is essential for healthy circulation. For this exercise, you stay seated with both feet on the floor. Slowly lift your heels while keeping your toes on the ground, as if you're pressing a gas pedal. Lift the heels as high as comfortably you can, feeling the calf muscles tighten. Hold that position for a moment, then slowly lower your heels back to the floor. This may look simple, but don't underestimate it. That controlled lift and lower is exactly what your veins need. As you do this, breathe normally and focus on the sensation in your lower legs. You may feel warmth or a gentle tingling, which is a good sign that blood flow is increasing. If you find this easy, you can pause slightly longer at the top of the movement or do 1 foot at a time to increase the challenge. If you feel difficult, reduce the height of the lift. The goal is not perfection, it's activation. Over time, this exercise can reduce ankle swelling, decrease that heavy leg feeling, and even help prevent nighttime leg cramps by improving circulation. Now, let's move into the second chair exercise, which focuses on the muscles of the thighs and hips. These muscles are large and powerful, and when they're activated, they significantly boost blood flow through the legs. Many seniors lose strength in these muscles simply because they stop using them as much, especially if they spend a lot of time sitting. For this movement, remain seated with your back straight and both feet flat on the floor. Slowly straighten one leg out in front of you until your knee is as straight as is comfortable. You don't need to lock the knee. As you extend the leg, tighten the thigh muscle and point your toes slightly upward. Hold for a brief moment, then slowly lower the foot back to the floor. Then switch to the other leg. This slow extension and controlled lowering forces blood to move through the leg and challenges the muscles that support circulation. As you do this exercise, pay attention to your posture. Sitting tall allows better blood flow through the hips. Slouching can compress blood vessels and reduce the effectiveness of the movement. Also pay attention to your breathing. Inhale as you prepare, exhale gently as you extend the leg. This rhythm helps keep blood pressure stable and encourages relaxation. If you feel shaking in the leg, that's okay. It means the muscles are working. If you feel sharp pain, stop and reduce the range of motion. Over time, this exercise can improve knee stability, reduce stiffness, and make everyday movements like standing up or climbing stairs feel easier, all while supporting better circulation. Now, let's talk about the third chair exercise, which many people overlook but is incredibly powerful for circulation in the feet and lower legs. The feet are often the first place people notice circulation problems. Cold feet, numb toes, or a pins and needles sensation are common complaints. This exercise targets the small muscles and joints of the feet and ankles, which play a crucial role in keeping blood moving. Stay seated and lift one foot slightly off the floor. Slowly begin to rotate your ankle in a circular motion, making the circle as smooth and controlled as possible. Imagine you're drawing a circle with your toes. Do several rotations in one direction, then switch directions. After that, place the foot back on the floor and repeat with the other foot. This gentle rotation helps move blood through the smaller vessels and encourages flexibility in the ankle joint. You could also add a simple toe movement while seated. Spread your toes apart as much as you can, then gently curl them. This may feel surprisingly challenging, especially if you haven't moved your toes much over the years. That's okay. These small movements stimulate nerve endings, improve circulation, and even help with balance over time. Now, here's something very important that many people don't realize. The effectiveness of these exercises depends not just on doing them, but how often and how mindfully you do them. Doing these movements once and forgetting about them will not give you lasting results, but incorporating them into your daily routine can make a significant difference. You can do them while watching television, reading, or even during phone calls. The key is consistency. Let's also talk about how long it takes to notice improvements, because this is where many people get discouraged. Some people feel a difference immediately, such as warmth in the legs or reduced stiffness. For others, it may take a couple of weeks of regular practice to notice changes like less swelling, better endurance when standing or walking, or fewer cramps at night. Circulation improves gradually, and that's normal. What matters is that you are sending a daily signal to your body that these muscles are needed and should stay active. It's also important to support these exercises with simple lifestyle habits that enhance circulation. Staying hydrated helps keep blood from becoming too thick. Wearing loose clothing around the legs allows better blood flow. Elevating your legs slightly when resting can help blood return to the heart. And if you smoke, quitting is one of the most powerful things you can do for your circulation, because smoking damages blood vessels and reduces oxygen delivery to tissues. If you have a medical condition such as diabetes, heart disease, or severe varicose veins, these exercises are still generally safe, but it's always wise to listen to your body and consult your healthcare provider if you're unsure. The beauty of chair exercises is that they are low impact and adaptable. You can make them gentler or slightly more challenging.
Now, let's go deeper into how these chair exercises actually change what's happening inside your legs. Because when you understand the mechanism, you're much more likely to stay consistent and do them correctly. Inside your legs are two main systems responsible for circulation: the arterial system that brings fresh, oxygen-rich blood down from the heart, and the venous system that carries used blood back up. Arteries rely mostly on the pumping action of the heart, but veins rely heavily on muscle movement. Veins have small one-way valves that open and close to prevent blood from falling backward due to gravity. When leg muscles contract, they gently squeeze the veins, pushing blood upward past these valves. When muscles relax, the valves close, preventing backflow. This is why sitting still for long periods is so harmful for circulation, especially after 60. Without muscle contractions, blood simply pools in the lower legs. The first chair exercise you learned, the heel lift, directly activates the calf muscles, which are the strongest drivers of this venous pump. Every time you lift your heels and lower them slowly, you are mimicking the natural pumping action that normally happens when you walk. This is especially important for seniors who spend many hours sitting, because it replaces lost walking time with targeted circulation work. Over days and weeks, this improves the tone of the calf muscles and encourages better valve function in the veins. Many people notice that ankle swelling reduces and that tight shoes feel more comfortable by the evening. The second exercise, the seated leg extension, works higher up the leg, especially the quadriceps and hip flexors. These muscles are large and demand a significant blood supply when they contract. When you extend your leg and tighten the thigh, your body increases blood flow to that area. At the same time, the contraction helps push blood upward through the veins. This dual effect makes the exercise extremely effective for improving overall leg circulation. It also strengthens muscles needed for standing, walking, and preventing falls, which is a critical benefit for seniors. The third exercise, ankle circles and toe movements, may seem small, but it targets areas where circulation problems often begin. The feet contain many small blood vessels, and when circulation slows, these vessels are often the first to show symptoms like coldness, numbness, or tingling. Gentle ankle rotations act like a massage from the inside, encouraging blood to move through these small vessels. Toe spreading and curling stimulate nerve endings, which can improve the communication between your brain and your feet over time. Now let's talk about pacing, because this is where many people accidentally reduce the benefits of these exercises. These movements are not about speed. Fast movements don't allow enough time for blood to be pushed through the veins effectively. Slow, controlled movements create sustained pressure that moves blood upward efficiently. Imagine squeezing a tube of toothpaste slowly versus quickly. The slow squeeze gives you much better control. Your veins work the same way. Breathing is another key factor. Holding your breath during exercise increases pressure inside your chest and abdomen, which can slow the return of blood to the heart.
That's why steady, relaxed breathing is essential. A simple rule is to breathe out during the effort part of the movement and breathe in as you relax. This helps maintain healthy blood pressure and supports smooth circulation. Let's also discuss frequency, because this matters more than duration. Doing these exercises for a few minutes several times a day is often more effective than doing them all at once. For example, doing heel lifts for a minute in the morning, leg extensions in the afternoon, and ankle circles in the evening keeps circulation active throughout the day. This is especially helpful if you sit for long periods. Even brief movement breaks can prevent blood from pooling. Another important topic is posture while sitting. Poor posture can compress blood vessels in the hips and thighs, limiting circulation no matter how many exercises you do. Sitting upright with your feet flat on the floor allows blood to move freely through the legs. Avoid crossing your legs for long periods, as this can restrict blood flow. If you use a recliner, make sure your legs are supported and not bent sharply at the knees. Let's talk about warning signs that your circulation needs attention. Persistent swelling that doesn't improve overnight, skin discoloration, sores that heal slowly, or increasing numbness should never be ignored. While these chair exercises can help many people, they are not a substitute for medical care when serious symptoms are present. Think of these exercises as a daily maintenance tool that supports your overall vascular health. Hydration plays a surprisingly large role in circulation. When you don't drink enough fluids, your blood becomes thicker, making it harder to flow smoothly through vessels. Many seniors unintentionally reduce their fluid intake, either to avoid bathroom trips or because thirst signals weaken with age. Sipping water throughout the day can support circulation and enhance the effects of your exercises. Nutrition matters as well. Foods that support blood vessel health, such as fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, help maintain flexible arteries and veins. Excess salt can contribute to fluid retention and swelling in the legs. You don't need a perfect diet, but small changes can make your circulation exercises even more effective. Another common question is whether pain is normal during circulation exercises. Mild muscle fatigue or warmth is normal. Sharp pain, burning, or sudden discomfort is not. If something hurts, reduce the range of motion or stop. Your goal is to gently encourage blood flow, not force your body into positions it's not ready for. Consistency is where real change happens. Many people do exercises for a few days, don't feel immediate dramatic results, and give up. Circulation improvements happen quietly. The body adapts gradually. Veins become more efficient, muscles become more responsive, and nerves receive better oxygen supply. These changes add up over time, even if you don't notice them day by day. It's also important to understand that circulation exercises can improve sleep quality. Poor circulation can cause restless legs, cramping, or discomfort at night. Gentle leg movements earlier in the day help reduce these symptoms, allowing your nervous system to relax more fully at night. Let's also talk about emotional motivation, because staying consistent requires the right mindset. Instead of thinking of these exercises as a chore, think of them as a daily investment in your independence. Every repetition is a small action that helps you stay mobile, comfortable, and confident. You're not just exercising your legs, you're protecting your future ability to move freely. As you continue practicing these chair exercises, you may find that you naturally start moving more throughout the day. Improved circulation reduces fatigue and stiffness, making movement feel easier. This creates a positive cycle, where movement improves circulation and better circulation encourages more movement. By keeping these principles in mind and practicing these exercises regularly, you give your body exactly what it needs to keep blood flowing efficiently, even after 60. Your legs are not meant to be still all day, but they also don't need extreme workouts. Gentle, focused movement is enough to make a real difference.